In this tutorial, I'm going to show you really quickly some of the basics of using the brush tool in Photoshop. The brush tool in our toolbox is usually right under the eyedropper, and it looks just like a brush. The brush tool has a couple of settings that we can use. Some of these are going to be for more advanced tutorials where we deal with digital painting. But basically, what we'll be looking at today in this tutorial is the brush tool and the pencil tool. The brush tool comes out as a circle and can be soft brushes or it can be hard brushes. Let me show you what the difference is. This is a soft brush and this is a hard brush, and it's all in the edges. You can decide that by going up here to the top of your menu and you'll see the brush. By clicking on this little arrow next to it, brings up this dialog box that allows you to determine a couple of different things. In particular, the size of the brush or how hard or how soft the brush is. If you have 100% hardness, then you get a hard edge brush. If you have 0% hardness, then you get a soft brush. You can also determine the size of the brush in here by increasing its pixel size, and you'll see that the brush size is bigger or smaller. I found that the easy way to do this is by using the bracket keys on your keyboard. If you look down on your keyboard, next to the letter P, as in Paul, you'll see the two bracket keys. The left bracket makes the brush smaller. The right bracket makes the brush bigger. Each click makes it increase in size. And if you look right up here, you can see that it increases it in size. And the left bracket makes it smaller. I find this way is a lot quicker and easier than me going up here each and every time and adjusting the size of it. Similar to your layers, you can adjust the brush in a particular layer mode. You can also adjust the opacity, which is how transparent the ink is, and its flow, how much ink comes out. So if I set it to say 15%, you'll see that it becomes a lighter brush. And that if I want a true black, I have to actually keep building upon it like a painter to get it to a truly black. We also have the pencil tool. The pencil tool is similar to the brush. It can be increased and decreased the same way. It can have a hardness or a softness to it. But the difference between the pencil and the brush is just that. The pencil will only give you a hard edge. If you notice that even though I have the hardness set to 0, it's still giving me a hard edge. I still have some of the natural features that I can change to it, like layer modes and opacity, but you'll notice I don't have a flow setting. Again, this is because the pencil brush will only give me hard edges. You can also select different types of brushes, and Photoshop comes with quite a few. If I click on this little gear up at the top, I can actually pick from a variety of default brushes that come with Photoshop. When you click on one, it'll ask if you want to amend, or rather append, meaning do you want to add the brush set to what's already in there. If you click OK, it will remove what was in there and add only the new brush preset. If you still have it set to pencil, it will only give you the hard-edged pencil versions. So to truly see the variety of brushes, you have to be set to the brush tool so that you can get the soft brushes as well. I can also get a variety of texture brushes if I want. If I want to create specific textures for things. I always recommend to new Photoshop users to definitely explore the different brushes that you can get. And then I have other tutorials that will show you how you can create your own custom brushes. Let's do one more. Again, click on the little gear. And we'll do the natural brushes. And if I click OK, these will go away and my new brushes show up. Let's make the brush a little bigger so we can see. You can see that I can get textures by adjusting the flow. Let's set it to multiply too, so it darkens it up. And this is the basics of how we use the brush and pencil tool in Photoshop.